Welcome to the stream. I am here and ready to play games. So this stream, unlike many that we've done in recent memory, I don't really have a book per se to talk about here. I could grab my TBR for Summerween later if we want to chat about that at some point. But this is basically just a stream to hype up Summerween, which is a horror readathon that I take part in every year. Uh, it is starting up the day after tomorrow. Yes, I believe Friday is day one of Summerween. Goes 1 week, so I think Friday to Friday is correct. Um, and it is a readathon set up by Gabby Reeds, another booktuber, which has just a couple of prompts. So, like I said, 1 week to read spooky books in the um, summertime, and there are some mainstay themes or mainstay like prompts they always have. So there's always read a book at night. There's always read a horror or thriller book. And then this year we're doing a book with pink on the cover, a new to you author, and a novella. So I have a TBR up on my channel. I'll link that when the VOD goes up. But I encourage you to check that out if you're interested in some spooky books to take a look at or just see what I'm up to during this time of the year. Um, so yeah, um, gonna talk about horror. Gonna talk about um, Summerween a little bit as we play Paranormasight, which I don't know. I was looking through my games on Steam, my wish list on Steam, and then this just looked like a cool one to play. I have the lights down again, spooky time. Also, like behind me is just a mess at the moment because we are trying to clean up, and we're in that phase of cleaning up where everything is all over the place. So we'll go ahead and jump into the game here. Um, I don't know what to expect from this. When I booted it up, it did ask me for um, a controller, so I might need to. For some reason, this is not going right now. Literally, I had this up like 2 seconds ago. Give me just a second. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Woo. All right. Yeah, when I booted it up, I thought like given the visuals that I was not going to need a controller, but it did have controller commands, so I decided to go get the Switch Pro controller. Let me put the sound on. We'll go ahead and get started, and we will figure this out together. All right. Wish to be called Traven. Yes. So this is the storyteller. He came in at the very beginning just to kind of give us the rundown of what's happening. I'll put myself up here for now. We'll see if that's a better spot, just so we're not in the way of the text. All right, let's begin the story. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolved, death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Whether it is one's own or that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. It is an immutable reality, a value shared by all no matter their age in which they live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remain, ghosts, spirits, and so on. Similarly, in an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born, from burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead. Some of those secrets are still being passed down to this day. On that note, Traven, it may seem rather abrupt, but is there something you wish to bring back from the dead? What if What if you had one chance to use the secret art of resurrecting the dead? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone, I'd use it if it came at no cost. I wouldn't want it. Let someone else have it. Um, mm, I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to hurt anybody. I'd use it if it came at no cost. Sure, sure. You don't like that answer? I see. Very interesting. I'm not sure. Yes, yes. That's what I thought you would say. Is it? What seems to be the matter? Ah, you wanted to know what the box that has been sitting here is. It's quite a curious thing, isn't it? It's called a color television. Ooh, fancy. The world I will be sending you to is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age you are from. In this era, a color television can be found in nearly every household. That is not all. For example, if a person should wish to contact someone while they are out of their home, they use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. Ooh, weird. Can you imagine what life would be like in such a time? I'd be thrilled to have you continue this story, Traven. After all, that is why you came here, no? So let us begin. I have kept you waiting long enough. I present to you Paranormasight, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection. We are getting closer to him, and I do not like it. A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your view on the Rite of Resurrection. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strongly about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. The first I shall introduce a man named Shogo Okie 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 is one of them. Persons of interest updated. Breaking news. Oh, I wonder what it could be at such a time. Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Police have identified the body of Shogo Okie Okie Okie, a 25-year-old man who worked for a company in the area. As a sign of struggle were, as signs of struggles were found, the Sumida police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Oh God, why? Excuse me, please pay no mind to what you've just seen. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. Just pretend you did not see that. Let us turn back time a smidge and start again from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing. The story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, organizations, legends, etc. that appear in this game have no relation to reality. It's a really odd time to put that in your game. All right, strap in. Let's go. Shogo? Shogo, are you all right? Hey, can you hear me? Huh? Hey, that's not a proper answer. Earth to Shogo Okie. What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? You gave me quite the shock. Come on now. Up with you. Up. Okay. And there. How's that? All right? You feel dizzy, have a headache, or your humor's off balance? I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors, though my head's still a little fuzzy. Office worker. Okay, I need to see which one of these is the Y button, because they're not the same on my controller. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. I can look at persons of interest here. You can see about him. He's an unremarkable young man entering his third year of working in the planning department at Hihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida. Born in Western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of color TV, he grew up amidst the boom of special effect heavy action films, anime, variety shows, professional baseball, and pop music. He graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo and has since settled into an apolitical mindset common among those of his generation, with no strong ideals and no particular dissatisfaction with the world as it develops around him. He is content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance. It is safe to assume he will follow the stereotypical path of working his way up the ladder, starting a family, and remaining at the same company until retirement. He plays folk guitar as a hobby and is currently looking for a girlfriend. Oh, I got the storyteller too. Storyteller is a guides those who visit Paranormasight. Everything else about him remains a mystery. What does he do? Okay, what else do we have here? Files. We've got whatever this is. Sure. And then we can go back through our information here. Okay. That doesn't sound good. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit to see if you can walk all right. When the game is in your control, drag the screen or move the right stick to look around. Try looking around your surroundings now. Okay. Don't want to jump out at me. Oh, good, good. You seem to be fine. What a relief. Do you remember anything like where we are or what we were doing? The rite of resurrection? Yeah, we were talking about that, right? Huh? Wait a second. When did I tell you about that? I mean, I guess I must have, seeing as you know that name, but weird. Anyway, you still seem a little out of it. Why don't you look around a bit more? Look around and select things you want to investigate. You can converse with people by selecting their faces. All right, let's go. Okay, let's talk to her. Yikes, that was close. If we'd died before we got our hands on the rite of resurrection, everything would be over before it started. Sure. So I can just look. Oh, let's look at this telephone booth. Those telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they can be used in an emergency. Files updated. I now know about telephone booths. A small booth containing a public telephone, most often found in parks or along roads. Local telephone calls can be placed at a rate of 10 yen per 3 minutes. More recently, telephone booths capable of accepting prepaid cards known as a telephone card have begun to spread, enabling one to make a phone call without the need for small change, and also a booming industry of phone cards. The telephone booths in the downtown area tend to be plastered with unauthorized advertisements and leaflets, a problem that has shown no signs of slowing down. What else do I have in here? How to play. Okay. Do I have to like grab this to move it down? Like, all right, this is how to play in telephone booths. Okay, good to know. Right, let's around here. Tree. Oh, hold on. Oh, let's look at the playground. That's an interesting looking playground. I bet it's crawling with kids during the day, but it's kind of peaceful here at night. Sure. What does recall mean? I'm still a little woozy. What the hell is wrong with me? Wait, where am I? I should take a look around. Okay, like that's just like, what are you supposed to be doing? All right. I just like look at the surroundings. Okay. Where are we? Oh, right. This is Sumida City, Tokyo. We're in Kinshibori Park near Kinshucho Station. Kinshicho Station. Yoko brought me here saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why there's nobody else around. Okay, what's this? What's this one? All right, where we are and the park. Okay, so I can look. I can learn about the area and I can learn about the park. Shot on all sides by roads. It was named after the canal part of the south. Warigatsui Canal, which could once be found nearby. In fact, the area's name, Kinshicho, was also derived from the canal. Okay. 23 districts of Tokyo, located in the eastern part of the city, surrounded by Sumida, Arakawa, and Kiyonaka rivers. The area was still divided into two districts, the southern Honjo and the northern Mokujima. They were merged into one district after the Second World War, and to be named after the Sumida River and the banks that line it. Unlike the river, however, its name uses the character for ink rather than that for corner. Interesting. Even now, people still frequently mix up the two, despite suffering extensive damage from both the Great Kanto earthquake and the air bombings during the war. Sumida managed to recover and come out on top every time. Once filled with samurai residences, it is now home to a thriving industrial district and many residential zones, though evidence of its previous character can still be found all around the area. Anything else besides those things? Got surroundings, got the playground, still surroundings. Guess we can talk to her again? Oh, hold on. No, I can look at her. Okay. That's Yoko Fukunaga. Good, at least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. I think harder, I can probably recall a little bit more about what's going on. We've only met a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Uh-oh, this guy's in trouble. All right, paranormal fanatic, Yoko Fukunaga. I can see about her. After obtaining a junior college degree, she started working as a housekeeper. Due to her ability to see things others cannot, she received strange looks from a young age. This ability spurred an interest in the paranormal, which she continues to pursue to this day. Following graduation, she worked at a desk job at a trading company, but butted heads with her supervisor, who was skeptical of the supernatural and quit within a year. Now, while working as a housekeeper, she spends her days devouring mystery magazines and visiting haunted spots. As she's vowed to live a life true to herself and never change for the sake of others, she has no regrets about the path she has taken. She has a dog, a Shiba Inu named Ogopogo, who we need to introduce as soon as possible. Where is the dog? Has been seen by her side since she was a student. Well, where is it now? Where's the dog? Can I pet the dog? I can't look down. This is as low as I can go. There might be a dog right here, and we would never know it. All right, let's try talking to her again because I think that's all it's going to let me do. Da, da, da. Nope. Still something else to be found, I guess. Or do I have to hit recall maybe? Got surroundings, got the playground. Try recall again. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. She wanted me at the park. It was around noon on one of my days off. I had just finished running some errands in Shicho and was here taking a quick break. Just looking around absent-mindedly. Don't mind me. Nope. And I noticed a girl loitering about. She was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to the small animal figures and petting them on their heads. My curiosity got the better of me. Before long, I struck up a conversation. Hey, are you looking for something? Sorry, I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I could give you a hand. Really? You mean that I mean, that'd be a huge help. But are you really just a good Samaritan? Are you after, something else? Huh? I'm a good Samaritan. Oh, wow, my hero. People like you really do exist. I think I might cry. Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you've got yourself into. No worries. What are you looking for anyway? Did you lose a bracelet or something? Not exactly. I'm searching for one of the seven mysteries. Supposedly, this is the location of the Whispering Canal. The what? Now I've done it. I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The seven mysteries of Hanzhou. Do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would at least have heard of it, but I guess not. Hanzhou is what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into two separate cities. The north part. All right. Long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into two separate cities. The north part was Mokujima, and the south part was Hanzhou. Huh? Am I boring you? Well, I'm not a local or anything. I just work around here. Oh, then no wonder you don't know. Well, the Seven Mysteries of Hanzhou is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Really? Is that old? That's like over 200 years ago. Oh, I've got your attention after all. I just assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze. Haha, I don't blame you. A lot of popular stories going around are pretty fishy. But the Seven Mysteries of Hanzhou are different because they're all true. They're true? That's what I said. They're the real deal. So hold on, what does that mean? Are you telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this park? Yep, pretty much. But there's got to be more to it. After all I've done, I still haven't found a thing. That was the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga. All right, file updated. So now we have more information about Hanzhou. Location: the southern part of modern Sumida City. It consists mostly of swampland until the middle of the Edo period. While it wasn't originally considered part of the city of Edo itself, the area on the eastern side of the Sumida River began to develop once the Ryogoku Bridge was built after the Great Fire of Meiriki. I wonder if this is all real history. I'm willing to bet that a good bit of this is true. While Hanzhou is known for its large number of rivers and canals, many of these were dug during the era's urbanization for drainage and sewage. The Ryogoku Bridge area, home to the Echo Temple, eventually became filled with both people and shops. After a magistrate was assigned to the area and shops continued to pop up, it soon became a part of the Edo proper as its reputation as a lively place spread. Hanzhou, along with the other areas like Asakusa and Fukukawa, are still appreciated today for their old-fashioned feel and architecture. This Whispering Canal she's talking about. An enduring superstition formerly known as Kinshibori, many fishermen once gathered on the section of the canal that ran through Hanzhou. As their days came to a close and the fishermen gathered up their catch, a terrifying voice would rise up from the canal, whispering, "Leave it behind! Leave it behind!" Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move, and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would then be dragged in the canal, never to return. This strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal. Okay, and this is like the subtitle of our game is the Seven Mysteries of Hanzhou. So this is going to be like really key to the storytelling here. Hanzhou became known as a hotspot for strange happenings during the Edo period. A number of those stories have survived to this day and became known as the Seven Mysteries of Hanzhou. While many of those were likely the result of people blaming things they didn't understand on spirits or monsters, the stories continue to be told as urban legends. Despite what the name would imply, there are actually more than 10 of these strange tales. Their roots likely come from stories told by the city's common folk. Most famous of these is the Whispering Canal, which eventually became the basis for both an idiom and a well-known Rakugo story. Oh, Rakugo. If you are interested in Rakugo, then there is a manga coming out right now called Akane Banashi that's all about Rakugo. Super cool art of basically like public storytelling. Really neat. The most famous of the seven mysteries, the Whispering Canal. the Fool's Procession, the Beckoning Light, the Haunting Clappers, the Evergreen Beach, the Taiko of Tsugaro, the Foot Washing Mansion, the One Sided Reed, and the Ever Burning Lantern. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. That's still nine. Still not seven. Curious if these are all real. It's like I know there's like a lot of this type of art depicting events at the time, and like some of them have these like occult figures on them. So I'd be interested to know if these are real. All right, what's the occult craze? Paranormal phenomena, the supernatural, aliens, cryptids, lost civilizations, ESP, the list goes on. Such unexplainable phenomena are quick to take a life of their own. A plesiosaur named Nessie living in Loch Ness, sightings of mythical creatures like the Tsushigono or Hibogon, the urban legends of the Kuchisaki Onna, the cut mouth woman, right? I think that's what that is. Television reports of spoon bending psychics, documentaries which feature mediums and spirit photography. There's only a few of the examples of stories that have captivated the public. There's no end to this obsession in sight. Magazines on paranormal phenomenon enjoying widespread publication. Most recently, rumors of an ancient ritual known as the Rite of Resurrection have been spreading in certain cities. Okay, learned a lot there. We exchanged contact information and we talked on the phone a few times since. We've even met in person once or twice. So we're talking about meeting Yoko for the first time. But she never brought up the seven mysteries of Hanjo again. I figured she'd gotten bored of it until today when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. Oh, wait a second. Where'd Yoko go? Oh, there she is. There she is. She's back to digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seems to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. No animals need that much petting. Can I talk to her? Geez, she's still at it. According to Yoko, the Whispering Canal, one of the seven mysteries of Hanjo, is around here somewhere. Apparent, it's apparently the story of the expression left at the canal originally comes from. I think I left myself a note about it. I should check in my files. Okay. I mean, if it's about the Whispering Canal, then like we already looked at it, right? Okay. Okay. Maybe now I have to recall. Try that. That's right. She asked me to come here to help her look for one of the seven mysteries. Actually, I think she did some research on the seven mysteries of Hanjo. I can't remember all too well. I should check my files. Oh, now it's updated. Okay. Ooh, okay. So now we have things about a whole bunch of them. All right. So the Fool's Procession, an enduring superstition, a mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo at his residence in Hanjo Ushijima, now Komogata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Warigetsui Canal. The source of the sound was never located. The story is also known as the procession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been these mischievous tricksters behind it all. The beckoning light, an enduring superstition. While walking along the road near Hoonji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead despite there being no one around. following it cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it is a monster leading people astray. Some even believe it's the vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. Haunting clappers. As the evening bell rings in Iriecho, near present-day Shumoku Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again, clack clack. The echo answers again, but no matter how hard he searches for the source of the second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. Evergreen Beach. Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shindin's residence, now known as the former Yasuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the peoples as the beech residence. Somehow, no one has ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the evergreen beech. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of falling leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This has led to people saying the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. Oh, we solved one, guys. We got there. There once was a daimyo from Hirosaki Domain in Sugaru who built a residence in Midoricho on a large piece of land. On this estate was an almost 8-meter tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of a fire. While most towers used wooden blocks to sound the fire alarm, for some reason this residence was permitted to use drums. Residents and special privileges led to much speculation and gossip among the townfolk. Okay. Oh no, he used drums. The story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikasacho, modern day South Warigetsu Street in Kamizawa. A foul smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly, a giant foot drenched in blood smashed through the ceiling. Gross. Wash, it commanded. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. The man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. There was once an infamous rogue by the name of Tomezu who fell for a woman named Okoma. Tomezu personally chased after Okoma, attempting to win her heart over and over again. Oh, persistently, not personally. She rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomezu brought a dagger to the canal near the Ryogoku Bridge and attacked Okoma. He cut the arm and leg off one side of her body, then threw them into the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along the canal have only sprouted leaves on one side. Creepy. Ever burning lantern. Uh, on a bone chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal known as the South Origetsui. But there is something strange about the cart. No matter when one might visit, the owner is nowhere to be found. Yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there's also the tale of the never burning lantern, another telling of the story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. Uh huh. Is that all of them? I guess so. Okay. Still unsure what I'm supposed to do here. All right. I will check my files. Thank you. This is go up here to the park, maybe? He said he left himself a note. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, wait, she's coming back this way. Just had to learn about the mysteries. Hey, what was that just now? Huh? Didn't you hear that? No. Now that you mention it, or you're hearing things, actually, now that you mention it, did feel like I heard something. Not too sure, though. That was creepy. But your special talent, you should have been able to hear it. Pay closer attention for me, okay? My special talent? What are you talking about? What is she talking about? I mean, your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor. What? Huh? I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. Well, you must. I mean, you can see me, right? Dun dun dun. What does that mean? What do you mean? Is she a ghost? Uh, I don't know how she's so comfortable talking about spirits and the paranormal at this time of night. Either she's got guts or she's used to it, unless, no, it can't be. Wait, wait, wait. You're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now, kind of sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course, that was a joke. Duh, you don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you? But yeah, I meant what I said about your spirit sense being strong. Bet you could down a whole gimlet in one gulp, seriously. That's the real reason I asked you to help me with this seven mysteries of Hanjo business. Okay, let me just clarify something, because I'm also confused. You saying you can actually see paranormal stuff? Sure, I can handle a solid Moscow mule. What's that? What does drinking have to do with this? I'm so confused. Why are you measuring this in terms of cocktails? Not a believer, huh? That's no matter. You have, but you have to have seen some weird stuff over the years, right? Weird stuff? Yeah, like things you could see but can never understand. You can't be serious. Okay. Let's talk to her about spirit sense. I've seen ghost photos in magazines before, but are you telling me they really exist? You bet they do, but you can only recognize them if you really believe in them, so be careful. So even with my skills, I won't be able to see them if I doubt that they exist. That's right, the spirit world is all about the mind and the soul. You won't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. But sometimes people get caught up in the moment, thinking they might see something, and they really do because they believe they would. Is that how that works? Yep, just like drinking. Never know how much booze you can handle unless you're ready to down some shots. Still not sure I get the drinking thing. Haha, I realized how strange it was as the words left my mouth. Let's talk to her about alcohol. Totally unrelated, but do you actually drink? Real alcohol, I mean. Whoa, talk about whiplash. I didn't expect you to start making small talk. Well, our conversation was getting a bit dark. I figured a change of topic might lighten things up. Oh, ho, I see. If you really want to know, I like to think I can handle a few drinks. But to tell you the truth, I've never actually had a Moscow mule. Really now. I just thought it sounded cool. I'd like to try it though. Why don't we go for a drink sometime then? Oh ho, are you asking me out? No, you're just being a good Samaritan, right? No, that's not what I meant. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'd be up for that. Only if we find one of the seven mysteries. All right, then let's get to work. Uh, seven mysteries. I just remembered I actually did some research on the seven mysteries of Hanjo at the library. You did? What did you find? Well, I discovered a few interesting things. Oh ho, tell me everything. Uh, seven mysteries. Although they're called the seven mysteries, the literature lists nine of them. Oh, I'm surprised you picked up on that. Nice researching. Some people think that there could be up to 15. That's the thing about these old folk tales. Stuff gets added to them over the years. That's more extra stories than main ones. Yeah, but the seven mysteries rolls off the tongue way better than 9 or 15. If you say so. But it makes sense, don't you think? It's more likely to be passed off if it's easy to remember. Huh, that's a good point. Oh, by the way, we are talking about the res we were we talking about the rite of resurrection? Oh, your memory is as strong as your tolerance. I'm going to start calling you Martini Man Shogo. I'm really climbing up the drinks menu, huh? So you know about it, huh? The rite of resurrection? The magazine ran a feature on it recently that got practically everyone talking about it. Really? Maybe that's where I heard about it. Still, I don't know. Seems a little too far fetched to be true. So, the rite of resurrection, the forbidden art of bringing the dead back to life, concocted by a famous onryoji from an ancient age. Rumor has it an old manuscript containing actual concrete details about the rite was recently discovered. The rumor comes from a presentation given by local historian Hideki Araishi at the academic conference. Sure know a lot about this stuff. That's because I'm secretly a huge occult buff. Kinda got that. Oh. But if a researcher spoke about it at an academic conference, it must have some basis, in fact. Exactly. That's why I believe the rite of resurrection is real. Now I'm starting to believe it too. Good. The pursuit of the unknown starts with the belief. Starts with belief. I got that from Professor Iraishi himself. Hmm. Files updated. If I go. I want to get to the pause menu. As indicated by its name, this manuscript holds detailed instructions on how to perform the secret art of reviving the dead. This forbidden ritual is said to have been devised by a once famous onmyoji. Local researcher Hideki Araishi recently discovered the old manuscript and gave a presentation on it at an academic conference. Okay, so exactly what we just said. Cool. All right, before we go into more talk, is there a look at options real quick? Because it said you could mute the voice volume or mute characters. I just want to make sure if there is voice acting that we have it. All right, we're good. All right, anything else to talk to you about? Seven mysteries. Are these really ghost stories? So I read some of the stories, and none of them were well scary. I thought these were supposed to be ghost stories. That's true. They're more like a collection of superstitions, really. But there are some pretty disturbing ones in the mix. Yeah, like the one that's supposed to take place here, the Whispering Canal. People who fish in the canal would hear a voice calling out saying, "Leave it." They had to abandon their catch or the canal would take it. Right, right. Is that what you're expecting to find here in this park? Um, Not quite. Talking about folktale from hundreds of years ago. After centuries of the telephone game, who knows if it's anything like the original story. So basically, you think the true story of the Whispering Canal might be completely different from what we know. Exactly, I'm sure it is. I mean, weren't you curious? About what? People from around here have that expression left at the canal, right? Meaning to abandon someone. This is the story of where it comes from. Except the story being told is about fish. There's nothing in it about leaving people behind. Now that you mention it, that's true. So you're saying the original story maybe did involve someone being abandoned? That's what I'm trying to find out. Ah, gotcha. Then we already talked to her for instance? Oh, if you can believe that, there might be hope for you yet. You can't be serious. Wait, hang on. I've got another question. Hmm? You mentioned the rite of resurrection. Are you looking for that too? Does it have something to do with the seven mysteries of Hanjo? Oh, you're sharp. I could cut my finger on you. To tell the truth, it's actually the other way around. What do you mean? Hmm. Well, I started off searching for the rite of resurrection, but along the way I realized I needed to investigate the seven mysteries of Hanjo first. I see. So then, what's that got to do with seven mysteries? So, about the connection between the rite and the seven mysteries, putting together everything we've talked about, my guess is the original stories behind the seven mysteries, the true stories, are the key to finding the rite of resurrection. And that's why you're here searching for one of them. Do I have that right? Wow, 10 out of 10. You're proving to be quite the capable assistant. Wait, since when was I your assistant? Anyway, this is all just hearsay, but some say that what led to the seven mysteries coming to be was the rite of resurrection itself. Huh? Don't the stories come from the Edo period? I thought the rite of resurrection was supposed to be way older than that. Right. It seems that the Onmyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. That old manuscript I mentioned with all the details on how to use the rite, apparently it was written in the Edo period. Oh, right, I never told you its name. The manuscript is called the Record of Fates. Whoa, what a name. And it speculates that the secret of the rite is hidden within the seven mysteries of Hanjo. So now, the seven mysteries are the hot new trend. Among who? You know, this whole thing's starting to sound pretty questionable. Come on, remember what I said about the pure pursuit of the unknown? It starts with belief, right? All right, start updates. You got the Record of Fate, the old manuscript from the Edo period. Okay. Why are you looking for the right? If you're looking at a way to bring someone back from the dead, does that mean you've got someone you want to bring back? You know what? Forget it. It just came to mind, so I thought I'd ask. I didn't mean to pry. Sorry. No, it's fine. I figured I need to tell you at some point. No one says ellipses like me. It's Ogopogo. Oh no, Ogopogo's not with her anymore. That's why Doggo's not here. Ogopogo. Yeah, I want to bring Ogopogo back to life. He died in an accident about a month ago. Ogopogo died? Oh, right. Ogopogo was my dog. I had him for 8 years. Ah, okay. Your dog. Gotcha. You spent a long time together. Losing him must have been really hard for you. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure if the right even works on dogs, but as soon as I found out about it, I knew I had to give it a try. I don't think I could forgive myself if I just let the opportunity pass by. Definitely. Now I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about. Hmm, but you know what? All that led me to meeting you. So at least something good came out of it. Though that doesn't mean I'll stop looking, obviously. Yoko, I'll do everything I can to help you. Yay, I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work, yeah? Whoa, the hell? Feels like the air just changed. Uh, what? Yoko, are you okay? Uh, uh, uh. Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. No, no. Uh, think. Yeah, it does. It's right behind me, isn't it? Oh, here we go. What? feel eyes on my back. I can't move. Although I just spun around like 3 times. Is there something behind me? Okay. Uh-huh. I'm just waiting for jump scares at this point. All right, what if I'm looking this direction and I think something's got Yoko really rattled? Okay, yeah, it does. Now that oh, Yoko's pointing over here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Uh, I don't get this, so I have to like push the to the LT. Okay, left trigger. What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko? Oh no. Oh no. Huh? Creepy. Huh? What the? What is something's? What is it? Why is this happening? Okay. So now it's Yoko. Answer me, Yoko. No way. It can't be. Why? Why? I thought there was voice acting in this. Again, I'm just gonna double check here. Oh, I can't. Music volume, sound effect volume, voice volume. Voice volume's fine. I really thought there was more voiceover than what we're getting. Uh, oh god. Oh, what the hell just happened? No, damn it, I've got bigger problems. Yoko, just hold on. Everything's going to be okay. Oh god, she's not breathing. She's cold and I don't feel a pulse. This can't be happening. Okay. An ambulance, right. I've got to call an ambulance. I need a phone. Okay. Go to the telephone booth. Right, the phone. I got to call an ambulance. I called it in. The ambulance shouldn't be long, but is it going to make a difference? Body's gone stiff and her skin is cold, and I don't think she's breathing. She looks more like a mannequin than a person now. Creepy. Jump scares are not cool. I don't think there's any coming back from that. I don't get it. Just a few minutes ago, we were chatting away without a care in the world. Yoko? How did this happen? How could someone so bright and bubbly just suddenly drop dead? Resurrect her. Huh? Oh, that's right. That rite of replication she was talking about really exists. Might be a way to bring her back. Someone can just drop dead out of nowhere, like if they were cursed. Why shouldn't there be a way to bring them back to life? Yoko believed in it, so if I believe in her, it seems completely possible. Don't believe in the curse, believe in me that believes in the curse. Maybe, just maybe, I can still save her. Even if I've got to deal with spirit sense and curses or whatever, I've got to try. Wait for me, Yoko. I promise. I'll use the rite of resurrection to bring you back. Right before she died, I felt a strange presence a few times. And it seemed like she saw something. Something that shook her to the bone. There's definitely something strange going on. Maybe it's still here. What could she have seen? She mentioned the rite of resurrection and seven mysteries were connected. So maybe whatever it was she saw had something to do with the Whispering Canal. Whoa. Damn it, that presence again. Must be around here somewhere, but where? She was looking this way, right? Cold night air feels like it's pressing down on me. Just standing here makes me want to scream, but I've got bigger problems right now. Something here I know, and I just need to look harder. Although if some innocent poking around about the seven mysteries was enough to get Yoko killed, good chance the same thing happened to me. I already knew when I decided to get involved. Oh, okay. I can zoom in and zoom out. Zoom in, zoom. Oh, person there. Just need to look harder. Something here. Or over by her. There we go. Something on the ground. Yoko dropped this? Didn't notice it till now, but there's a small wooden sculpture by her side. It's 3 or 4 centimeters tall. It looks like it could have been a keychain, but from how right it is, it's way too old for that. Despite how tiny it is, I feel an almost palpable malice radiating from it. What the hell is this thing? Cursed stone acquired, the Whispering Canal. Okay. Huh. What the? Help me, leave me, it hurts. Are these Whispering Canals memories? Yeah. Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing out into my mind. Acts they walk away, leave me behind, drop dead. Kill them, kill them. Those who walk away, kill them all. You have acquired the power of the Cursed Stone, the Whispering Canal. You can use it to kill those who walk away from you. What? Press the Use Curse button to kill your target as they attempt to depart. Okay. That seems extreme. Ah, murderous impulse seeps in my soul like thick black tar. Now, kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who so strongly desires the right, kill them. Should you seek life's restoration, take your curse in hand. Reap lives by the score, Jesus, and claim their soul dregs for your own. Ugh. Collect enough to sate this vessel, and by their sacrifice claim the gift of resurrection. Or better yet, slay your fellow curse bearers, for theirs are equal to, of droves of lesser souls. Now go forth and kill. Oh, our file's updated. Kills by drowning one who leaves the curse bearer behind. Toki loved fishing with her father Jinkichi more than anything. With their wicker baskets on their backs, they would leave for the canal every morning and fish till the evening. The miso soup her mother, Homa, made using the carp they caught was to die for. Her parents loved her dearly. One day, however, her father disappeared. Toki's mother went to look for him and never came back either. Those who came to express their concern eventually stopped visiting her out of fear. Toki continued to wait all alone. Mother, father, where did you go? Don't leave me behind. Able to bear the loneliness, she left her home and trudged along the roads until night fell. Neither her mother nor her father were anywhere to be found. Tears stung her eyes. Suddenly, the sound of fish splashed in the water cut through the silence. She found herself standing before the canal where they used to fish together. The taste of carp and the memory of her father's smile flashed across her mind. Without thinking, she walked into the moat. The sound of water splashing echoed throughout the night air. Passers-by thought of it only as the fish in the canal. The splashing faded, and silence returned to the lonely night. Curse echoes are the visual manifestation of curses. Manifestations are fundamentally related to the origin of the curse. They do not always take the same shape. They may sometimes appear in more abstract or disfigured form. They lack consciousness, unlike a spirit, and are thus the mere dregs of a soul. Curses are made tangible by what are known as soul dregs. Curse echo is itself a curse, and possessed curse bearer can inflict that curse upon others at will. Curse that comes with a curse echo is considered very powerful in and of itself. Ordinarily, those with no spirit sense would not be able to perceive a curse echo, but anyone who becomes a curse bearer can see other curse echoes. Old Netsky carved imbued with curses derived from the seven mysteries of Hanjo. Originally, only those with spirit sense could wield such curses, but those curse stones allow ordinary people to use them just as legally. Someone dies, their life essence leaves the body and becomes a soul. If one is killed by means of certain curses, however, their life essence will turn into a residue known as soul dregs. The rite of resurrection essentially uses these soul dregs as a sacrificial offering to bring back the dead, but the amount of soul dregs required depends on when the person began resurrecting passed away. The more time has passed since their passing, the more soul dregs are required. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're still in like mid peril. The hell was that? It's like the curse's memories flowed directly into my mind. In an instant, I understood everything. When I picked up the curse stone, the whispering canal must have cursed me. I also heard a strange voice. It told me that if I want the right, I have to kill a bunch of people with this curse stone and collect their souls. Guess it's good to know that the right really exists. But this thing wants me to kill people to get it? Screw that. Putting my own life on the line is one thing. Murdering other people is another thing entirely. And not just one person either. Scores, it said. So this is the curse of the Whispering Canal, huh? Curse that traps the soul of anyone who tries to walk away from me. But if I use it and collect enough souls, then I'll be able to bring Yoko back. And there was something about the other curse bearer being worth more soul dregs. Jeez. Really at a loss here. Of course. Now it took me so long to realize. It has to be some weird prank she's playing. Any second now, she's going to open her eyes, get up, have a good laugh. How scared I was. Right, Yoko? Give it up now. Boy, did I fall for that one. You really got me good. Wait, no, I've got it. You really were some sort of spirit all along. There's no way you're really dead, right? Not even fooling myself anymore. There's no going back, only forward. Look around a bit. I can go to the telephone again. Hello? Huh? Hell is that? Looks like a light floating in midair. Oh, it's another one of the things. Okay. Do I have to like? I've got my curse stone, the curse of the Whispering Canal, way over my head. Is Yoko the one who dropped this curse stone? Does that mean she was the previous owner of the curse of the Whispering Canal? Did she know the rite of resurrection involved? I don't know. Feels like I'm being watched. Where are you? Oh, hello. Shadowy figure. Now that I look closer, someone there? Call out. Yo. Hey, who's there? Oh, dude, he says ellipses like me. Oh my, how unexpected. It was your curse that killed that poor woman, I take it. What? Cat got your tongue, Mr. Okie? Huh? Unfamiliar man. Let's look at unfamiliar man. A tall, humorless looking man. Doesn't look familiar to me. He's acting like he knows me though. Have we met somewhere before? Let's talk to him. Who are you, and how did you know my name? Do you mean to say you don't recognize me? This comes as a bit of a shock, I must say. He looks real shocked. He looks really taken aback. Look a little harder, and I dare say it will jog your memory. What's with this guy? Look a little harder. I dare say it will jog your memory. What's with this guy? Okay. I'm looking as hard as I can. Tall, you know, he doesn't look familiar. He acts like he knows me. Look around. Oh my god, this thing's closer now. It's coming closer. It's coming right for us. This is another one of the seven mysteries. Looks like a will o' the wisp, maybe. Is there anything like that in the seven mysteries? There sure was. And who is he? He looks to be in his 30s or 40s. He's all dressed up in a suit and tie, but somehow he looks really shady. What's he doing here? Is he watching us this whole time? Something tells me the curses are nothing new to him. He's one of the other curse bearers. I need to be careful. He might be here to kill me and take my curse stone. By the same token, killing him will net me a lot of soul dregs. Still on a clue who you are. How do you know me? Have we met? Dear me, it's always humbling to find that one is not as well known as one believes. Perhaps my name will help you remember. I am Takumi Yumioka. Takumi Yumioka. Does that ring any bells? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Maybe. So you do not even know my name. How disappointing. Disappointing, but fortuitous. All right. I mean, it's not gonna have much, is it? The man who was covertly watching Shoko Okie at the park. Okay. Well then, Mr. Okie, allow me to make you a proposition. You have a curse stone in your possession. I would like you to give it to me. How do you know? How do you know about that? Why, I saw the whole thing. That doesn't explain how you know what a curse stone is. Even I barely have a handle on it. You know about the seven mysteries of Hanjo and the curses and all that, don't you? But of course, those curse stones. They're terribly dangerous things, capable of killing without a trace so long as their conditions are met. I hadn't thought of it that way, but yeah. Imagine what might happen if one fell into the wrong hands. They would be safer in mine. Don't you agree? I don't even know you. Although it seems I arrived too late to stop you from killing that poor woman. What are you? That wasn't me. I'm willing to overlook your indiscretion. Only if you give me your curse stone. No way in hell. For all I know, the wrong hands are yours. Very well. I had hoped to settle this amicably, but you leave me no other choice. This Takumi guy must have a curse stone of his own. He must have a curse stone or he can't have a curse stone. He must have a curse stone. At least, it'd be safer to assume so. 100%. But explain how he knows so damn much. So he can't kill me instantly, as long as he fulfills his stone's condition. Oh, he can kill me instantly, so long as he fulfills his stone's conditions. Till I know what those conditions are, can't make any sudden moves. Have to keep him talking, learn what I can, and figure out a way to get my curse stone out first. How can I get him to leave me behind? Though, It would be a waste not to take this chance to find out about the other curse bearers. Need topics that will keep him talking. My best bet would be about Takumi, about Yoko, about my curse stone. What's up with the light? Yeah, bro, what's up with this light that keeps getting closer to me? What's up with that weird ball of light? Is that your curse? Whatever do you mean? I'm afraid I see no such thing. Huh? But it's right. Huh? It's gone. It was right there. I see. Seems you have become the mark of another curse bearer. Let's talk about my curse stone. What do you want with my curse stone anyway? I intend to steal it away in a I intend to seal it away in a curse in it. I'll get there, guys. I intend to seal it away in a secure location so it may never be used again. I am certain that you too would rather be free of this burden. The power to kill without fear of consequences in itself a curse. There are many ne'er-do-wells in this world who could not resist the urge to use it. All the more so if promised the chance to resurrect the dead. You'll seal it away? How? I'll put it in the care of a sorcerer who is well versed in supernatural matters. If I have gained your trust, I must ask you to hand me your curse stone. About Yoko. How do I know it wasn't you who killed Yoko with your curse? Mr. Okie, if you are hoping to trick me into revealing whether I possess a curse stone, I assure you, you cannot. It's your curse that was it was your it is your curse that was responsible, Mr. Okie. No matter what you might tell yourself. That doesn't make sense. I only found this after Yoko died. Oh? Don't play dumb. I know you're the one who did this. Whether you choose to believe me is your prerogative, but you are mistaken. But you should know that multiple curses awakened at once in the stroke of midnight. There are many other curses in Hanjo, many other curse bearers. It's not premature of you to assume that I am the one responsible. Is it not premature of you to assume that I am the one responsible? Wait, so you're saying that at midnight a bunch of people became curse bearers? There's no point in continuing this conversation. For all I know, he could be telling me anything. I still gotta. Before I give you my curse stone, I want to know who you are. I need to know if I can trust you. A reasonable enough concern. Very well. I'm an associate of the great sorcerer Shuigen Gamyodo. Shuigen Gamyodo. Indeed. You must have heard of him. I believe he was recently featured in a certain magazine. Your unfortunate companion there came seeking his counsel not a few days ago. It was from her that I learned your name. I thought she would have mentioned me to you, but it seems that was presumptuous of me. And when did this happen? Why, just 2 or 3 days ago. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not buying that. He knows I don't know who he is, but he's just trying to feed me a story. I've only known Yoko for a month. She never mentioned going to see some mystic, although it is Yoko we're talking about here, so it's hard to say for sure. I hope that is enough to convince you that my hands are more than trustworthy. Can I talk more about Yoko? Why are you so convinced that it was my curse that killed Yoko? Why, it is simply that. Hmm, huh? I do believe I just saw your companion move. She what? Mm, yeah, no, not right, not yet, buddy. For each of the 7 mysteries, there's a curse and a curse bearer, right? Do you know who any of the others are? And what would you do with that information? Your intentions are nothing untoward, I hope. It is in the hearts of selfish and insipid, of those who would be most tempted by the right of resurrection, that the curse takes root. and a curse's resentful memories impart a powerful urge to kill, as I am certain you are aware. You are a victim of circumstance, Mr. Okie. Your situation is exceedingly dangerous. You must relinquish your curse stone for your own benefit before it's too late. Too late? It's already too late. There's no going back. All I can do is keep pressing forward. And if you're going to stand in my way, then I'll have to stop you. Am I to take that as a threat, Mr. Okie? I would encourage you to exercise more discretion before you fall foul of a curse. What are you doing? Should you not check on her? All right, cool. Yeah. We'll look at her. Yoko? Wait, she doesn't look any different. Oh no, I'm about to get attacked. Ugh. Wow, who could have seen that coming? No. Why did I look away from the guy who meant to harm me? Damn it all. Shogo Ukie, deceased. Ah, there we go. My, Draven, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. This is mere conjecture on my part, but perhaps you ought to be more careful about turning your back on unscrupulous individuals. Yeah, I mean, I knew not to do it, but like up to that point, you were basically like walking me through the game, so I figured I had to go look behind me. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from before your unfortunate mishap. Try again. Okay? Very well. Just remember, whatever you do, do not turn around. Oh, all right, we've done all the things. Let's think. I want to use my curse on him. I have to get him to walk away and leave me behind. Now, what would convince him to do that? He does what he does. Scenario one, he does what he came here to do. He suddenly needs to be somewhere else. He's probably here for my curse stone, so I don't think I'd get out of scenario one alive. Scenario two means hoping something will happen by chance, and luck is rarely on my side. My only hope is scenario three. Something makes it impossible for him to stay. I don't have to keep him away forever. I just need to get him to walk away once. Said his name was. He hasn't taken his eyes off me for a second. Even now, he's still staring right at me. How is he? Maybe if I focus, I can recall something useful. Recall? How the hell does he know me? It's not like I've been getting out much. I barely have a life outside work. Wait, that's it. My work. That's how he knows me. Never actually met him, so it totally slipped my mind. Let's go to the updates page. Takumi is the secretary to the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps, a chemical company headquartered in Shimida City. Takumi worships the company chairwoman Natsui Yamamori and demonstrates his unwavering loyalty through his swift and exact execution of every task given to him. Just as Natsui Yamamori continues to exert tremendous influence over the company since her retirement from the presidency, so too does Takumi continue to support her from behind the scenes. Acting as Natsui's mouthpiece in the capacity has earned him the ire of the current president and the board of directors. Takumi knows the names and faces of not only all employees at the head office, but also the temporary workers in their factories and warehouses, and even their main suppliers. Okay. All right. Suigen Gamyodo, my ass. This guy thinks he can sell me anything, but I don't know if having figured out helps me much right now. Suigen Gamyodo, my ass. I know who you are. You work at the Hihaku Soaps just like me. You're the chairwoman's secretary. Well, that took you long enough. Your lack of company loyalty is frankly astounding. Allow me to reiterate my request then, not as a stranger, but as your superior. Hey, we're not at the office. You don't get to push me around like that. Why is our chairwoman secretary even out looking at cursed stones anyway? I refrain from revealing myself precisely to avoid such questions, but I suppose needs must. Since the dawn of the Showa era, the land of Hanju has nurtured our company's growth and vice versa. It is our duty to ensure that curses do not take root in this land we know as home. I'm not sure I buy that. Like many things, it is not a matter of concerns, not a matter that concerns the rank and file. The chairwoman has no desire to spread fear through our beloved company's birthplace. Now, if that is all, I must insist that you hand me your curse stone. Probably not. Don't have to keep him away forever. I just need to get him walked over. Oh, wait, I got it. Know how to convince him to leave. Convince him to leave. Oh crap! I totally forgot. What is it? I called an ambulance. Something just came up. Hand over the curse stone. I called an ambulance. Oh right, I forgot to mention. I called an ambulance. It should be coming any minute now. An ambulance? Have you lost your mind? They will arrive to find you standing next to a corpse, alone in the dead of night. No doubt they will hand you over to the police, who will have some questions for you. Probably, but I'm sticking with Yoko. Unless you want to join me in an interrogation room, you better get out of here. You're telling the truth, I see. They're getting closer by the second. I cannot afford to be waylaid at this juncture. I fear I must take my leave. I'm not going to use that curse, man. Kill this dude I just met, really. Sooner or later, I will return for your curse stone. Hope you do not abuse it in the meantime. I mean, I assume I have the choice to do this. Well, then I bid you good evening. Oh, no, I don't have a choice. Ugh. Shoko Ukie, you dare? I did not press the button. So, like, okay. He dead. He's really dead. So this is what a curse stone can do. Whoa. Curse stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 1% soul dregs. Okay. I mean, I guess that's the game, right? We're gonna have to just go and murk a bunch of people that walk away from us. We'll have a single conversation with every single person and then just murder them for their souls. Great. Oh, just the area. Yeah, I left the park immediately. Felt bad for leaving Yoko, but I couldn't stay there. The emergency medical services will probably take care of her body. Takumi's too. Be all over the news tomorrow. But until then, at least I know she'll be in a safe place. All right. Have to find my next sacrifice quickly. Got no time to waste. I need to find the other curse bearers and collect their souls. Killing Takumi barely got me any soul dregs. Guess he mustn't have been a soul bearer after all. It's not enough. The soul of a non-curse bearer amounts to little more than leftover breadcrumbs. I have to think of places where the other curse bearers of the seven mysteries would be. The curses were activated around midnight. The others are bound to be active still. Should check to see if there are any other places with connections to the mysteries nearby. At the very least, another curse bearer might be thinking the same as me, meaning I could run into them. Let's see, which of the seven mysteries are closest? All right. I'm in Kishicho area right now. The haunting clappers are on the other side of the Oyoko River, just over Shimoku Bridge. The foot washing mansion and the ever burning lantern are around South Marigetsui Street, past the train tracks, and further along I'll find the beckoning light at Honji Bridge. There's three places that are closest. I guess I should start there. Collecting the other curse bearers' souls before dawn and bringing Yoko back to life. Should go to another location. Okay. So let's go ahead and move. I want to do this one. I like the lights. I think they sound cool. Um, Let me know in the chat if there's something you really want to look at. So we got the lights on the bridge. We got the this is the washing station. I think this is the drums. Like the ever burning light or the not at all burning light, the drums, and then the lights, the fairy lights. I want to go to the fairy lights, I think. And I think we'll play through one more scenario and then go and probably stop. We've already been playing for about an hour and a half. Yeah, let's do the fairy lights. Let's do this because this I think is what showed up in the park anyway. Onji Bridge. Oh, that dude's got his back to me. He's walking away. Here at the Honji Bridge location, linked with the beckoning lights. Hardly anyone's around, not surprising seeing as it's past 2 in the morning. Feels like the whole world's gone to sleep. The other side is an industrial district, and farther down from the bridge is a temple from which it gets its name. Hello, man. Someone's standing on the bridge silhouetting themselves against the sky. Call his attention. Whoa, wait. Fine, I'll go first. Whoa. I see. Interesting. Well, now, this is a surprise. Huh? Who are you? If you got the if you've got the wrong guy, just say so. Come now, it won't hurt at least to tell me your name. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Very good. You shouldn't give up your name so easily, especially not to strangers. Gone is the age when might made right. Nowadays, it's information that rules the world. You do well to remember that. You're the one who asked. Your name, your address, your phone number, your age, your occupation, your personal information is much more valuable than you might think. You should treat those things with care. So I guess you don't plan on telling me anything either then? You can call me Richter Kai, private detective. But didn't you just say not to? Never mind. So you say you're a detective. That's correct. I'm a man who deals in secrets. Don't expect me to share any more information with you though. I only told you that so we could have an understanding. Detective, really dressed like that? He may look ridiculous, but he knows what he's doing. I don't want him finding out about me. I don't think he's a curse bearer, so I'm better off just leaving him alone. I don't know, I want to talk to him. What's a detective doing around here? Working. That's all I can say about that. I could ask you the same thing, though. Seems like a strange place to stop. What brought you here? Let's tell him we're looking for someone. I'm looking for someone. Figured it was worth seeing if you knew anything. You don't say. In that case, I might just be able to help you. Can you describe the person you're looking for? Looking for the beckoning light. I know I said a person, but I'm actually looking for something called the beckoning light. The beckoning light? Ah, the seven mysteries of Hanjo. That's right. A friend of mine was really into that kind of stuff. She said the beckoning light appears here in the middle of the night. I wanted to see it for myself. Really? You're the adventurous type, aren't you? Unfortunately, I think you're out of luck. Been here for a while, but haven't seen any strange lights. All right, well, thanks for telling me. But just wait 1 second. There's still time left for it to appear. Why don't we wait together? Thanks, but I think I'm good. Really? Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be any more help. Ah, that's right. I meant to ask. Do you have a light on you? A light? You mean for cigarettes? Sorry, I don't. I'm not a smoker. Oh no, this'll do nicely. Sure? Anyway, I should get back to work. Once you're gone, of course. Is there a reason I can't be here? Of course. My work is top secret. Sure. Energy Bridge has a pretty unusual structure. The ends are stone, but the middle is steel. The Okoyo River beneath it is actually a canal that was dug during the Edo period. I guess we can move. I guess enough of that. That's the one I wanted to go to, but whatever. It's cool. Okay, Shimoku Bridge area. Baker Bridge is supposedly where the bell from the Haunting Clappers stories used to be. Went around here for a while, but I didn't see anything interesting. The only thing I found, it looked like a hundred yen lighter someone threw away. I don't know if curses are vulnerable to fire, but maybe I'll find a use for it. All right, cool. Then I guess we move back to this guy, and now that we've got a lighter, uh huh. Something else you need? No, I'm just passing by. Is that so? It barely has any lighter fluid left. Okay. Anyway, should get back to work. What you're going for? Okay, sure. Are we gonna find lighter fluid in the second one? Like, both the foot washing mansion and the ever burning lantern are from this area. This late night, even a road as big as this one is silent as the grave. Just mirrors oddly dark around here. This be No, it's past midnight, but it still seems oddly dark around here. This feeling, it's the same as from before. Uh, there, someone over there. Is that a curse echo? Curse of the Seven Mysteries given form? Knew it. It's a curse bearer around here. Is that what's causing the darkness? It doesn't seem hostile. Is it trying to tell me to come closer? What should I do? What? Get closer. Why not? Nothing's gonna happen if I just sit and wait. Let's check it out. Darn it, now what? This isn't a curse doing this. Somebody's pulling me in. Oh, that hurts. Looks like I'm inside a building. Did they toss me in here? Can't see squats. It's the same darkness from the curse echo. Oh, okay. They got me. This has to be the work of another curse bearer. Is this darkness because of a curse echo? Or are they trying to trap me here? Guess I should be glad they haven't killed me yet if I don't start searching for a way out. Can't see a thing. If only I had a source of light. That's right. I still have the lighter I picked up earlier. Perfect. It works. Now I can make out my surroundings a little bit better. What the? Something. Drat. He's got a light. That ruins everything. Someone there? Are you a curse bearer? It's over. Time to get out of here. Wait, he's running? Was he right here this whole time? It's my chance. Ah, what the? Why? That was a close one. I didn't catch a glimpse of the curse bearer, but it seems like I'm all right. First stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 30% soul rate. So that definitely was a curse bearer. His curse must have had something to do with light and darkness. My guess would be the ever burning lantern. There's a connection between the seven mysteries and the way their curses work. That might be useful to know. Okay. The ever burning lantern is the curse responsible for this. I guess maybe its condition is something about being in total darkness. It's a good thing I had this lighter. It seems to have saved me. All right. I just like move now. Like the lighter clearly works. Okay, I've had a look around the area. I should head somewhere else now. Where to next? First around Midoricho Park at the end of South Marigetsu Street, the Taiko of Tsugaru. North of there is a school called Kamagata High School, location of the Fool's Procession. Should be around here. Oh, so these are my two choices, huh? All right, let's go to the school. Why not? Kamagata High School, front gates. Here I am at Kamagata High School. Yep, all right there. Oh, let's go to the gymnasium. Large gymnasium looms silently over the grounds. Doesn't look like anyone's in there. The school is supposedly on the former site of a daimyo's residence where he encountered the fool's procession. It's now the center of a quiet residential area. There's not a person in sight. Okay. School gate is closed, but climbing over it looks easy enough. You gonna do it? There does not seem to be anything here. Let's think. There's no sign of a curse bearer or curse echoes. I should search a different location. Sure. Midoricho Park, location of the Taiko of Tsugaru, one of the seven mysteries. Huh? Someone's there. Two men, one middle aged and the other a young adult, talking to each other. Good chance that one of them could be a curse bearer. Try to scope things out without being spotted. To pick up their conversation with this distance, I'll have to focus in and watch them for a while, I think. If it looks like I'll be spotted, I'll quickly hide behind the tree to move out of the line of sight. They're supposed to be around here. But I don't see anyone, boss. No need to get ahead of ourselves. But we see something before the night's done. Maybe you're right, but still, the seven mysteries. Huh? Is there a noise from Prentice just now? Hey, who's there? Wow. Perfect. No notes. Uh oh, you two are police officers. Ha! People often say we don't look it. Sorry we startled you. Sure, there's no problem, but we'll have to ask you some questions. As procedure. Or, oh, I'm June Irio. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department, Investigation Division. And this old guy with the scowling mug is Chief Inspector Tetsuo Tatsumi, Superior Officer. Tsutsumi. Tetsuo Tsutsumi. You wouldn't guess from that frown, but he actually has quite the sweet tooth. Irio, quit blabbering. Uh-oh, they're detectives. They're not investigating corpses that were here, are they? No, I'm still fine anyway. It's not like a curse could show up as evidence in a police investigation. You can hardly believe how calm I am. Just need to keep a cool head and not panic. Let's talk to this guy. No, first, can you show me some ID with your name, address, and occupation? I'll be okay. I'm better off just going along without it. Going along with it. Wow, you work for Hihaku Soaps? I hear we're raking in lately. That true? I don't know much about that. I'm just a recent hire. People are loving the new hair products you have. I use it all the time myself. Thank you for your patronage. Aereo, you use hair products? Give it the times, boss. Guys nowadays all use these things. Isn't that right, Mr. Okie? Yeah, sure. We even make men's cosmetics now. That's so. What a time we live in. Sorry, boss. Kind of caveman who thinks only using a bar of soap for all his washing makes him cool or something. I don't think that. I just don't care enough to use anything else. Actually, we do have all in one soaps for just that purpose. There are plenty of people like you. Ha! Hear that, Aereo? That's what I'm talking about. You should put on more of those. You should put out more of those. Aren't you riled up? Or aren't you riled up? Yeah, like a question. Like everything's a question. Anyway, Mr. Oki, what is it that you're doing here? Actually, searching for the seven mysteries. Have you heard of the seven mysteries of Hanjo Detective? Yeah, I've heard of them. We were just talking about that a minute ago. A girl I know is into them. That's how I got interested. I see. Seem to remember even Michi. I seem to remember even Michorido Midoricho Park had one of the mysteries associated with it. What was it again? Uh, the park? Oh, is this the one, the Evergreen Beach? That's this one. Huh? Are you sure about that? No, it's the Taiko of Tsugaru. Hilarious to be the residence of the Tsugaru, clan of samurai. You sure you're really interested in the seven mysteries? Sorry, there's so much to remember. I got a little mixed up. Come on now, boss. It's not like this is an interrogation. So that's why you were hanging around in the middle of the night. Discover anything interesting? No, nothing, though I admit I haven't been looking into things too hard. Right, I think I understand your situation. Thank you for your answers. Now it's quite late. We heading so you'd best be heading home. All right. Anything else to talk about? Something wrong? You're free to go. Let's go ahead and leave. Detectives show no sign of leaving. I don't have conclusive proof that they're curse bearers either. Risk is too high for me to stick around talking with them for too long. I see. Well, I'll be going now. Take care. Back to the school, I guess. Here I am at the school. All right. Schools are sure are spooky at night. Curses aside, something about it just gives me the creeps. Let's see here. Ah, someone's there. Huh? Whoa. What the? Ouch. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, but did you just climb over the school gate? What's going on? Why are you at school this late? Um, well, I'm really sorry. I'm in a big hurry right now. I gotta go. I'm not gonna use my curse on this person I just met. Hey, wait. Are you serious? Huh? A curse? Why? It can't be. Mio, I'm so sorry. For real, I am not pressing any buttons. Gain 36% soul dregs. Okay. Ha ha. I killed her. Nice. She was a curse bearer. This is working. I just have to keep it up. How many more do I need? One, two? All right. I think I'm gonna call it there. Oh my god. All right. On to the next one. Yeah, we're gonna call it there because that's a good jumping off point. Um, don't know how I feel about this one, to be honest. I might come back to this next week, but I do want to look up and just see, like, am I doing something wrong with the curses? Because I'm not pressing any buttons, and so it just seems like I have no control over that at all. Um, so yeah, again, a shout out to Summerween coming up this week, starting up this weekend. It's a readathon. Check out links in the chat, or links in the chat, links in the description. I'll put them in there for anyone who's interested in taking part in that readathon. Um, Again, I think we'll come back to this one next week and maybe play a little bit longer. I'm gonna look up and see because I could swear there was voice acting in the trailer. I wonder if that was just a thing for the trailer. And then secondly, I want to look up, like, I'm not pressing a button. It's like cursor, and I'm like, this person I literally just met. No, thank you. And it's just doing it anyway. So like, I don't know how to feel about that. The mystery is very interesting. I like the tie-in with all these like Japanese legends and things. I was having a conversation with my daughter the other day actually about like why do people like scary things? Um, and it's a like a sticking point for me. Like I am a person who gets very scared in like scary movies and things like that. So I am like they affect me quite a bit. Um, but from a like cultural and like film analysis perspective or like media analysis, they're very fascinating because you go into these places like a theater or you call your friends over and you get together a party to watch a scary movie. You're setting up this environment where you can like experience scary things with other people like in a safe way. I've read articles that talk about this compared to something like a roller coaster. Very similar kind of idea of a thing that should be dangerous, but you're doing it in a way that's actually safe. You're doing it in a way that is like part of a collective, lets us experience those things. So I'm very much fascinated by horror. I read a lot of horror books, um, but it's not my number one genre. It's just something I enjoy doing. And like I said, this readathon that comes out once a year, with Summerween, I do participate in that every year, and I'm very excited about it. So, uh, if you are subscribed to my channel, look forward to some more content over the weekend. I want to say for Summerween, I think we're going to be doing some reading sprints on Saturday, and then Sunday I might try to get a book tag out, like a spooky book tag. I did that last year. It was a lot of fun. So. Um, But that's going to do it for today's stream. Uh, as always, I hope your reading journey is going well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow this corner of our booktube community. Again, if you've not checked out Summerween, if you don't know what that is, look at the videos in the description. We'll do better explaining it than I will. And also, check out my TBR from last week when I go through what I'm going to be reading this weekend or this upcoming week for Summerween. Um, but yeah, until the next one, like I said, we're going to call it there. So until the next one, take care. Bye.